Myself and the team have been recording a series of time lapses over the course of the past 2 to 3 months throughout the city of London. I've wanted to create a time lapse that's got an extremely high resolution, and to do that we're using Canon's 5DSR, which records at just over 50 megapixels. But to play back such a high resolution, you need to work with some special technology. So I want to play this back at just under 8K. So I'm going to use 2 of Canon's new Z 4K 500 ST projectors side by side to take 2 4K images and blend them together. Now I understand this time-lapse technology, but the technology of the blend and working with the projectors is something I need help with. So I'm going to partner up with a team in Austria from a company called AV Stumpful, who are hopefully going to help me turn a vision that myself and my team have got in our heads into a practical reality. Hey, how you doing? Thank you.
Hi, welcome at AV Stumpful.
Thank you very much. I've got the time lapse here.
That's good.
So thanks for helping me out.
So just follow me.
Perfect.
Let's have a run.
Thank you. Amazing. Look at this.
So here we are. All our media servers are produced and manufactured here.
What is this?
So that is the place where the media servers are tested, at least. So you see here 4 monitors for the outputs, and every media server is running under really bad conditions. So we run them in a test routine in a heating cabin, and this is very important. At least we must promise that the product works.
I see all the Canon projectors here.
Yep.
That's awesome. Why do you choose to work with Canon?
That's good to have them on stock, as you see.
Yes.
Because our customers like the product.
Okay.
So our customers are looking for product quality, and that is exactly what the Canon projector is.
Whoa. Is that what I think it is? That's a projector screen.
Yep, it's approximately 8 meters wide.
8 meters wide. So if I'm correct that this is about 370, 380 inches going across, which means that the projector that we're working with from Canon could almost display an image that's almost double the size of this.
Yes, of course.
Look at the size of this. That's insane. Okay, so if I'm right, they're putting together projector screens?
Yes, this is the production line for the mobile projection screens.
It's a thing that so many people don't really think about. They think about the quality of the projector, but there's not always enough emphasis put on the quality of the actual screens that you're displaying on.
Of course. On the other side you need the projection screen, and the surface must be perfect, so you just only can have a perfect image if you have the perfect screen. So that was a walk through our production line. I would say we changed the room, and let's have a look to your 4K projector.
All right, that's why I'm here. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 DVI cables into projector. We should be about ready to press the button and switch it on. So these are the 2 babies. I call them babies because actually they're very, very small considering what they are capable of doing. And also the weight of these is 17.6 kilograms is the overall weight to this. Really nice form factor. The gentleman behind me from AV Stumpful are the last stages of getting the projectors set up. They are using their own technology in combination with the dual image processor that both these projectors have got to get the images in position, lined up correctly using the tilt shift technology, and also using the internal ability of the projectors to do this edge blending. So we've got this huge 7,000 pixel image that's then being processed out from two projectors and then blended, but it's doing it on a curved screen. From what I can see as well is projecting this image on a curved screen is actually very difficult, but the projector has this ability to allow us to focus the center of the frame, but then also very finely and precisely focus the peripheral focus points on the edge of the frame, so that as we look across this beautiful sweeping curve on this projector screen, it should be sharp from one end to the other. That's the theory, and we're so close to being able to see that as a reality. So now on this hard drive, I have lots of hard work. We have time lapses that we've recorded in 7,372 pixels in the size. And you've got an image engine that's capable of processing it and running it live at 60 frames per second. And we're going to send the signal out to both of these projectors in 4K. All right, let's see if we can do this. There you go. So what's happening now?
So what you see here is we have placed the camera and we throw different test patterns on the screen. So the system recognizes the shape and the size of the screen, and we take the information back to the system to adjust the warping and the soft edge blending at least.
So now every sample are able to use the Wing software to enable them to resize the image to fit the projector screen. The corner of the image is exactly in the corner of the screen. Okay, so you've literally just been able to push these using the software. So I'm able to see here how precise the image engine is, because here there's nothing, and then this is where the projection starts. It's very tidy. Go on, let's do it. Let's play it back. Wow. Can you see this? Really seeing the 60 frames per second showing up really well there. I'm nodding my head like this, but I mean this. I've shot the work and the time lapse on the 5DSR, but with Canon lenses, and I've specifically chosen L series lenses. But here what I'm seeing is Canon glass now outputting my imagery. So not only have I used Canon glass on the way in, I'm now able to see it on the way out. That's just insane, that is great. So we're displaying here 7,372 pixels wide, and we're doing this on a curved screen. And not only is it curved, but there's also a slight camber. And the projector, in combination with the Wing software from AV Sample, is rendering this out smoothly at 60 frames per second. And a lot of that has got to do with the image processing engine that's in the inside, and it's actually a dual image processor that both of these projectors have got. As I move in front of the two projectors, I start to get a really good understanding of how this works. Of course, we've got two images, and they're joining seamlessly in the center using this edge blending. All I'm seeing is one crystal clear, amazing, high quality image. We've got 4K combined together to almost an 8K vision of this time lapse and of this work. It's been absolutely awesome to see my work back at this type of resolution, but so bright, 5,000 lumens with these two projectors. It's really important as a creative that you have a vision, you have an idea, but you actually have the possibility of making your vision become a reality. I think even 6 months ago, a year ago, this wouldn't have been possible. But thanks to the 4K 500 ST projector, I'm seeing an amazingly bright image, but just so clear.
You can see every line in the window. That's cool. Amazing.
And actually see inside.
You see everybody work. She's not working. I can see it.
she's in trouble. That is fantastic.
Cool. Amazing.
Rudy, I have to say thank you. For me to see my work in this way with your help has been absolutely fantastic. So I really appreciate the efforts of you and your team. So in fact, it actually gets me thinking about what is going to be possible in the future with these 2 projectors, because we're not limited to just 2. And one thing became very apparent during the course of this exercise is that we can go bigger. So are you happy for me to come back to you?
Yeah, of course, we're waiting for the next job.
I'm loving it. Thank you.
Cool.